We'll talk about a book, summary of a book called Education and the Significance of Life by Jiddu Krishnamurti. Right, Jiddu Krishnamurti was very famous philosopher, teacher, thinker. So we'll talk about this book. What are the major points the author puts forward in the book, and see how we can use them. So we'll talk about what is education and the role of educators, and finally thoughts of the author on why there is so much conflict and violence in the world. So let's get started. So education. So the author says an educated individual is an integrated individual who knows himself. So we many a times are more focused on the outer world. There are a lot of distraction, a lot of people are trying to put ideas in our head, but an educated individual is one who has a lot of self knowledge, who knows what he or she wants, and also knows about his sort of liking, disliking, taste, etc., who's more connected towards his or her inward self, right? Conforming to views never leads to education, for an educated mind is independent. So all the independent thinking is very important for an educated person, right? There are a lot of people who are putting views on us, like media, our parents, our society, authorities, etc., but an educated person is one who is an independent thinker, who comes to a conclusion after his or her own analysis. Self knowledge brings calm and an end to contradiction and conflict. Again, these contradiction conflicts that we have is only because we have not taken this moment or time to understand ourselves better. We are always being just consuming things, we are just being influenced by others, right, as the next point also talks about. So because of this multiple sources of information, we are always in some contradiction or conflict with the ideas, because other people can have different viewpoints. So seeing clearly without being influenced by notions and instructions of others leads to joy and education, right? So we have to be very clear thinkers and not get influenced by other people, because other people can have other motives, what they want to push on you, right? They have different instructions, and some people are just following what is the norm, and if you do that, that you will never be that will never lead to joy. About educators, so good educators should not be biased, should not follow an ideology, right? There are a lot of people who are very religiously follow their ideology and pass on that ideology to others. So for educators is not uh, is a basic consideration that they don't do it, they are not biased, right? Fear and discipline does not lead to education. So in our sort of society, the students are scared of the teachers, and teachers use punishment and discipline to make the students understand, like listen to them, right? But that is not education. The teacher should teach how to think, not facts and information. The teacher's role is much more important and much more sensitive and more complex and just than just giving out the facts and information, right? A teacher has to make the student understand how to think and go this and take the student through that process. Also, education isn't a mass scale job. Personalized attention is needed to every student, because every student is different. You cannot teach everyone at the same pace, teach everyone the same subject. Different people can have different interests that we see once they grow up. Why then in the childhood we are not trying to find that out, identify the interest, and then teaching them accordingly, right? To educate the educator is to help him understand himself. Again, because the aim of the education is to create people who are who have lot of self knowledge. If the teachers are not the individuals who already have that, how can they impart to others? And finally, you should not become a teacher unless you have burning desire to teach. So teaching is not like any other activity which you do to earn money. It's much more complex, much more pure, and much more sensitive activity. So even if you don't have that burning desire to teach, you should not become a teacher, right? And then now the author talks about why there is a lot of self conflicts which are happening in this world. Property and ideas have become more important than human lives, right? So we see a lot of war going on between countries and inside the countries, also between people. And what eventually, if you boil it down, it is some ideology, some kind of belief, some kind of religion, which is sort of making two people or two groups of people go against each other, or there is some property issue like land or water, etc., which is leading to that kind of conflict, right? So is it important, more important than human lives, is a question that the author poses. The relationship with the fellow man has to change to bring peace, right? The peace cannot be will not come unless we understand ourselves fully, and then we understand our relationship with the fellow men. In desire for self forgetfulness, some turn to art, some to drink, and some to religion. So this is also very important that since we don't sort of understand ourselves, uh, we try to forget ourselves and we get addicted to this kind of a escapism kind of a way where we turn to art, turn to music, movies, etc., and we don't think about ourselves again. We are connected to the external world. Maybe some people become alcoholics, some people, just chant religion name. You are trying to forget yourself. You feel good about that, but that will again lead you to become astray, and you will not be able to think on your own. You will only conform to other people's view, and other people will have their own interest in their mind, right? And they will push you towards them, and then that will lead to conflict, right? So as long as there is importance of self, me, mind, there will be conflict within ourselves and the world. Again, the author moves one step ahead, saying that self is something that you have to give less sort of importance to, and if you try to give more importance and try to protect yourself, which a lot of groups want, then there will be conflict. And this is what we are seeing, that people don't understand themselves, and maybe try to put this view that they are very, it is protective of self. Finally, just a thought from the author Jiddu Krishnamurti. If we want to live happily with care, affection, it is important to understand ourselves. And if we wish to build a truly enlightened society, we must have educators who understand the ways of integration and who are therefore capable of imparting that understanding to the children. Right. So, if we want to live happily, we have to understand ourselves, like what we want, what are our desires, what exactly are we made up of, what is the purpose of our lives. And to make the society enlightened, again, the educators themselves have to have that self knowledge so that they can impart to the children, so the children then become self independent thinkers, and there is less conflict in the society. So yeah, this is it. I'll link the description in the description of the book, right? You should definitely check it out, and if you have any comments or any question, please put them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.